All right, the Seattle Seahawks somehow find a steal. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to teams that don't get the love like they should, just don't get talked about. And we've been on Seattle for a while now, and it's like, I'm kind of proud because it's like called this, saw this coming, but B, kind of hate it because it's like, oh shoot, the Seahawks are good, and they're gonna be a challenge to the Lions maybe down the road. We'll see. But like Seattle, I shouldn't say that. I'm not really saying that. But here we go. What you did, if you recall, I feel like a turning point in your season or in your franchise, I should say, was when you found Ernest Jones. You traded for Ernest Jones, underrated linebacker that has just kind of changed everything since you traded for him. I put him in the thumbnail there with his old college uniform, South Carolina. Oh my gosh. I kind of remember him too at South Carolina. Maybe I'm just thinking that in my mind, but I kind of do. So Ernest Jones, remember, you're kind of reeling last year. Can't stop the run, can't figure it out. You trade for him. It's like, dude, Ernest Jones, isn't he good? Or what's going on with him? Because he was traded from the Rams to the Titans, and the Titans are like, whatever, get out of here. It's like, what's the full story there? Because it's like, Ernest Jones is good, right? Comes to Seattle, instantly your run defense is much better. He's been what some would say the best linebacker you've had since Bobby Wagner. Check this out. Things didn't quite work out like you thought. Rams traded Jones to the Tennessee Titans before the 2024 season. In 6 games and 5 starts there, Tennessee traded him to Seattle for a linebacker and a 4th-round pick that ultimately spent on Texas tight end Gunnar Helm. Okay, see ya. In 667 snaps last year, he had a sack, 9 pressures, 61 tackles, 29 stops. I don't know what stops are. Is that a new stat? What's going on with that? Let me know in the comments where you're at with. Let me know in the comments where you're at. By the way, with the start that you've had, we're going to look at it. We're going to go back. You're not playing this week. Lions aren't playing this week either, but I'm going to show you some of my favorite things that have happened from the Seattle Seahawks. Forced fumble, coverage, blah, blah, blah. That, the Seahawks have been looking for such a linebacker since Bobby Wagner. They give him a 3-year, $28 million deal, $15 million guaranteed. Through the first 7 games of the new season, he's got a sack, 40, and it just goes on, and had an interception, and you combine that in the defensive effort and just the defensive-minded coach and the things that you have going defensively with the resurgence offensively that you were hoping for, predicting, wanting, and now here you are. And that's why you're 5-2. And it's like, oh, well, there we go. Right. There it is. And check this out. Latest power ranking. So here you are. The reason I like power rankings is just because in relation to the rest of the league, are we good? Are we bad? Like, where are we just generally in relation to the rest of the league? And you can see 8 and back-to-back impressive wins against great defense. See, the Seahawks moved to 5-2. Jackson Smith and Jigba. You have an offense. You have a quarterback. You've got a number 1 wide receiver. And now here you are, like the 3rd best team in the NFC. You could say maybe Lions 1. After that, I don't know, maybe Seattle, right? I mean, that's kind of where it's at right now as it stands. So I love seeing that. Now, a couple highlights. And I don't know. Let me just say here. You tell me your thoughts. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 61 yards against the Jags. That was great. That fumble recovery in the end zone on the kickoff is like, and here's the thing, you got to be a good team. Like, don't want to downplay that. And then really seriously, you need, why not, right? 2 things a season of luck. That was one of them. Get one more the second half of the season where you just steal a victory. You're in the game. You're a good team, but you just kind of you steal a victory. That's what I'm talking about. And you look at the NFC, and I think you can't deny that the Rams are just a sneaky little team that you just like, they're so annoying too. I'm so wanting the Seahawks to win the division over the Rams. I think the Rams are just the most annoying team in the history of time. Because Sean McVay is so annoying. Sean is so annoying. Stafford's so annoying. Like Stafford. Just, he's so annoying. Because his wife's annoying, actually. I know. Probably don't pay attention to her, but she's annoying. Okay. Here's what I love. Bye week, rest up, Washington, Arizona. It just feels like this is kind of the season. I know it's like, don't want to be over dramatic about it, but if you can get those 2 victories against these are middle of the road teams, because then you go to the Rams, Tennessee, that's a win. Minnesota, don't know. Atlanta, don't know. Indianapolis, don't know. Rams again, I don't know. Carolina, I don't know. San Francisco. So what I'm saying is you can win those 2 games right there. And then what happens is you get into this, not a gauntlet of a schedule, but also not a cakewalk, just a manageable schedule that by in the middle of the year, you don't have any of these crazy, I'm sorry, you do have one. You have one Thursday, but the rest, it's just Sunday. You're not these short weeks Monday and that stuff. The Lions have like down here Christmas Day, and then they come back around to another Thursday, and that it's just, we don't want that. You just want Sunday games. I mean, really, prime time's cool. I get it, it's fun, but shoot. Just Sunday games, see what happens, line them up. That schedule is just, you got to be feeling pretty good. Now, let me look at the Rams schedule. I think if you had to pick one, I think you'd go Rams over Niners. Maybe not. They've got a bye as well. And then New Orleans, terrible. San Fran, Tampa, Carolina, Arizona, Detroit, Seattle again. Ooh, I mean, that's not easy. Love it. Love seeing that. That is not easy schedule. Let's go San Fran's schedule and just kind of see what they got. Houston. Geez, they got the latest bye ever. Houston. What is Houston? The weirdest team ever. New York, same thing. Carolina, their schedule's easy. Okay, good. Good to know. At least we know. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.